Ahoy my hatchlings, and welcome to another episode of Autocraft, and today we are finally in 1.16.2 because lithium has upgraded, which is all the more reason to never go into the nether. More reason to never go into the nether, as if I needed additional reasons. As if I needed additional reasons to never go into the nether. But today we are starting off at Death Space. So we have some fun things planned today. We are going to go ahead and redo Zedmart, and then afterwards we're going to have a little message from the Magenta Bandit, who's decided he wants part of my episode, which is always great. But we're starting over here at Death Space because we are going to redo Zedmart. Now you might wonder, why are we at Death Space if we're redoing Zedmart, which is in the shopping district? Well, I will tell you, my keen hatchlings, I will tell you. In Zedmart, we're going to use a couple key blocks, one of which is quartz. Now, Zame isn't able to gather the quartz. Death has a huge amount of emeralds, as well as huge amounts of villagers. So we are going to set up a little bit of surprise. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and finish up this clip then, because the server's gonna restart. Okay, the server's restarted. That was amusing. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. But we are going to be setting up a little surprise for Death. We're going to give him his very own building full of mason villagers. And we're going to set it up right over here. And we're going to really try and make it fit in with the rest of his base. Well, this isn't his base. It's not his final base, but it's not his first base. I guess it's a between bases base? Okay. The triple B. But yeah, let's go ahead, we'll take this area down, and then we can go ahead and talk about what we're going to do for this little building for Deaths. And I think it's going to be amazing! I believe we finally have all of the materials we need to get this guy started. Now, we're not going to time-lapse this one, because we're going to do a time-lapse later on in this episode, but I think we can go ahead, and let's just do this sort of step by step. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with making just a square, and this square is going to be 15 blocks across, which admittedly I probably shouldn't be talking and trying to do at the same time, but let's just place this guy down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, and then we just close off the square. So this is sort of what we'll be starting with. Just pretty small square, but it does fit nicely onto this little island here. It is a little bit further away, but I'm sure eventually Death will fill up the rest of this. And I'm not sure how big or tall I want to make this tower. I'm definitely thinking at least 2 layers for now, but I might want to make it up to 6 layers, so that way we can fit all the villagers in here for future-proofing this thing. But that's a little bit more work, and I'm kind of tired and lazy. Whatever. Let's go ahead and let's do a progress update. Let's jump into the future. To the future. So I got a little ahead of myself and just kind of kept going and building this thing up. And I had a little snack, and I've run out of concrete. But we start to have, something that actually resembles what we're going for. This is a little tighter than I was hoping it would be, but this looks pretty okay to me. So we have our 16 stations here. We want to go up, and we can look around at this thing, and it still has a lot of work left to do. But I think after this, I'm going to put a cap on here, and just bring these guys over the top, and just call this done at the 1 layer. But I need to go ahead and get more concrete first. So it's taken a while, and we finally have ourselves this building all nice and done, and I think it looks okay. I like the variation in the thicknesses. I think this fits in pretty well, though this certainly isn't my style of things to build. But, oh, looks like it's time to sleep. Wait, what? Why can't I sleep? Oh, no, not again. Okay, and down we go. Where's my bed? Where's my bed? Where's my bed? Let me sleep. Oh. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just go inside. I've made this nice spiral door. Oh. I think I found the monster. How? How did you get in there? How? Okay. Well, I can sleep now. How did that guy get in there? That's really strange. Anyway, we have this nice spiral door now. Come upstairs, and we have all of the spots for the villagers, though we are going to go ahead and put a block on top of here, though I have heard that if you put the block on top of the workstation itself, it makes it that the villagers don't think they can pathfind out. Now, we do have 2 spots here where we have the door coming down, so what we're going to go ahead and have to do is we're going to take 2 blocks here that are a really different color and place them down, so that way we can have the villagers travel across them, but then we can go ahead and break them later once we've trapped the villagers in here. So let's go ahead and, well, we need to build a little rail track to get the villagers up in there, and then let's go get the villagers. Okay, so we now have the rail set up, and let's just dive down into Death's villager breeder, which I think is right over here. Now, I have no idea how this works, or even where exactly it is. Let's see, the villager breeder comes down here, so let's just... Oh! I think I saw something up there, though. Okay, what's this? Lock trade and new villager. Ah! Well, okay. So, you're a stonecutter? Ooh, it glows. Oh, I need emeralds. Okay, let's go get emeralds, but now that we have this guy, we can go ahead and set his trade, and then we'll see if he makes it upstairs. So we have the emeralds, and we've locked this guy's trades in, and he's already upgraded to an apprentice, so hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Now let's send him off to the trading hall, and, well, hopefully he makes it there. Okay. So do I meet him upstairs, then? I hope he gets all the way. Oh, jeez. Oh, death to your base is irritating sometimes. Okay. Did he already pass through here? Oh! Hey! Would you look at that? That worked brilliantly. Okay. Okay, yeah, this worked great. So... Now I want to... Let's... pop a block on the ceiling. Just grab you for now. So this guy can't get by. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay, no, I didn't hurt you. Okay, that's good. And... Now let's pop this guy off. Oh no, not this again. Okay. And then I have my redstone dust. Place this guy here. And this is now your workstation. And then we can pop this guy off here. And boop! Hello there, Mr. Mason. Okay, now we should do that 15 more times. And we finally have all 16 villagers, all located inside their little spaces, and so far everything is going quite nicely. We have almost a full shulker box of quartz, though we did run out of emeralds, and even after getting some more, I still ran out, because, well, that guy's not charging me too much now. But these guys are charging me 4 emeralds per quartz, because I just traded with them so much. I guess 16 villagers, well, it's just not enough to get, it's just not enough when I need a full shulker of quartz quite quickly. But I do believe it's finally time. Let's head on over to the shopping district. And here we are now in the shopping district, and I finally have all of my goodies that I need. I've got dirt, I've got quartz, that's still the quartz box. I've got dark prismarine, I've got cyan glass, and I've got a lot of leaves for trees. And we're going to go ahead and transform this thing, but before we do that, we kind of need to prep this terrain, because this terrain, it's just not very good now, is it? We've got this thing butting right up against the side of the building. This whole area is just sticking way out up high, like all the way over here, and that just looks awful. And we have this big dip down here that no one's going to be able to use, and these steep slopes. We're going to flatten this all out and give it the same treatment as we did. Oopsie, over there. Oopsie, I'm in the wrong view. Yeah, the same treatment as we did to that thing over there, which conveniently, this build, or this entrance right here, is at the same height as all this stuff over here. So we can go ahead and flatten all of this out, and I think it's going to look great. Now, we did just jump into a new version of Minecraft, which means I have had to re-download Replay Mod, which means, once again, I will have literally no idea if this works. Let's hope it does, and let's jump into Hyperspeed Build Mode. And end of Hyperspeed Build Mode, and that was 4 hours of work. But this thing looks fantastic. We have this huge chunk now that is green, and it goes all the way around this build. There's a bit more back here that we need to do at some point, but it goes all the way around, and it looks so awesome! I'm really happy with this thing. Replay mod isn't working for me, though. So I did have to do this with the spectator account, and I did slightly forget to turn off the chat. So sorry about that. But look at this beautiful green. It just stretches all over the shop. Well, now it's like a third of the shopping district. And if we include this green stuff down here, it's like a quarter of the shopping district. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take so long. Our shopping district is huge. This is just so much to have to change over time. But I don't think we have enough time to go ahead and transform Zedmart today. But we will do that in the next episode. I promise. I probably shouldn't make promises. That was probably a mistake. I probably should not have just done that. But one thing I would... Oh, there was something I found when I was going around terraforming this area. There's this cute little shop right down here underneath Alex's balloon. Like, this is really nice. I mean, granted, you wouldn't have leaves inside here because there's no light. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, look, diamonds. Yes, let's mine these. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it looks like a little... we were going to make a shop very similar to this at some point. So I suppose we'll just have to compete with him. Yeah, if we were going to make a shop selling leaves and another shop that would sell a lot of this stone stuff. That's awesome. It's nice to see that there's an additional shop here. But one thing I should really think about is that there isn't a lot of roads on this server yet. And I think since I've just laid out all this flat land, I think I should probably start laying out roads. Also, someone's gone ahead and stacked up all of my items that I had with me into this tower of shulker boxes, and I don't know why, but that is kind of funny. But I'm thinking we should go ahead, and I borrowed this shulker box of pink wool from Rustic. I'm sure he won't mind. But let's just go ahead and lay out where we want all the roads to be in this server. And we have some points where we already have roads that sort of come out. So I'm thinking like we take this diagonal thing and we continue it across, and then that'll jump across this river here, type thing. And we'll just map out all the roads. And hopefully that means... I'm in the puddle. I'm splashing in the puddle. But hopefully that means that other people will take up some of the tasks of trying to get this shopping district all nice and sorted out, because this is a lot of work. Like, I've probably spent 8-10 hours so far on transforming the shopping district, and we're like 1/3 of the way there. That's a lot of work. Now, granted, that to do the whole thing would be less than a week worth of like actual workday, but that's not the point. It's a lot of work to try and do this, and I don't have a lot of energy. But let's go ahead, we'll lay out these roads, and we'll jump back into it, and we can see what this place looks like with all the roads. Or at least where they're going to sit. Well, that took a surprisingly long amount of time, and quite a lot of wool. But we now have all the roads, at least north of this mountain range, laid out. There's a lot more terraforming I want to do in here yet, but most of this area can be sort of just grassed over, like most of this hill. This area here I want smoothed out a bit, but most of this stuff can mostly just be grassed over at this point. And hopefully some other people will go ahead and fill up with the roads. The best way to see the roads, though, is if we pop down and we can go ahead and look on this map. So, I know Zame updated it for us a little while ago, but yeah, there's still some roads here that you can't quite see. Like this connects here and this goes down. But we can see that we have this nice road pattern going all across the shop. And you know, I feel kind of like a city planner. Like I'm playing City Skylines, but in Minecraft, waiting for all the new people and everyone to come in and start filling up the shopping district with all their shops. I really hope this does fill up by the end. If it just stays empty, I'm going to be a very, very sad lizard. But with that, I believe that is all we have time for. Thank you very much for—
Did you forget about me? This episode isn't over until I say it is. It is I, the Magenta Bandit, back again. And today we are back at weastside Boss's base. Because I heard that he didn't quite like what we did. He says that the trim doesn't match the roof anymore. Well, my friends, I believe we can do something about that. I have got a box of magenta wool here, and I think it is high time we make this roof gorgeous. And just like that, and certainly not almost an hour later, we have made his house beautiful, and the trim matches the roof. There's only one thing left to do. Oh, now if I could just get up onto the roof. I should probably stop using flight tree rockets. The Magenta Bandit strikes again! Bye-bye!